Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about using tabs in Microsoft Word. So tabs are the little arrows that appear when you click down on a tab button. If you're not seeing arrows, that's because you're not able to view your non-printable characters. Viewing non-printable characters makes it really easy for us to be able to format things in Microsoft Word. So I suggest if you're not viewing it right now, to turn on the option to view it. To turn it on, you go to your Home tab and you click on this thing that looks like a reverse P. And one other thing you want to do is to view your ruler, because viewing your ruler at the top will also help you with formatting. And to do that, you go to your View tab and you click on the ruler. You select the ruler option. So to show you how tab works and the different types of tabs there are, I'm going to show you using a table of contents. So for a table of contents, we're going to have the header. We're going to probably have an introduction. We're going to have, let's say, topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, and maybe a glossary. And appendices, right? For the header, we're going to want to bold it, center it. You might want to leave a little extra space between your table of contents header and your introduction. I make use of the quick access toolbar. I would leave a link in the description as to how you can set this up. So we're just going to go try to use consistent spacing before and after your paragraph. I'll leave it at 6, and maybe my introduction I'll put a little more just to create a little space. So for the table of contents, normally your page numbers are on this side of the page. To get your numbers to this side, sometimes the temptation is there to tab across it, or even to use spaces to get there and for the numbers to line up. So I'm going to show you how to use tabs to get your numbers to where you need them to be. Let's get rid of these, and let's get rid of these. There are two things we're going to use. We're going to place tabs on our ruler, and we're also going to use the tab key on our keyboard to add a space between the name of our topic and our page number. Before you start adding tabs to your document, it's always a good practice to highlight the area that you're formatting and double click on the indents at the start to open up this window. You click on tabs and you want to clear all the tabs before you start adding new tabs, especially if it's a document that someone else has been working in or that you've been working in previously. Existing tabs can affect how your document works and how your document is formatted. So it's always a good idea to clear all your tabs before you begin to add new tabs. So what you want to do is you want to highlight all your information where you're going to format, and you're going to add a tab where you want your page numbers to end up. So let's say I want to line them up to here. So now when I put my cursor after introduction and I press tab on my keyboard just once, it takes my cursor across to line up with this tab, with my left tab. And then I can enter my page number. So let's do that again. And because I highlighted all the information when I click this tab, each line is going to have this tab on it. Also add some page numbers. Right. So what you notice is that the numbers align to the left because this is a left tab. If I highlight all the information, I remove the left tab and I put in a right tab instead, and I can do that by going across in the corner here and clicking until I get the right tab, which is this one. My numbers are going to align to the right. Similarly, if I remove my right tab and I click to a center tab, my numbers are going to align to the center of this tab. And that's basically how you use tabs in Microsoft Word. In my next video, I want to show you how to create multiple columns. So this is just 2 columns, but I'll show you how to create multiple columns, and I'll also show you how to use this type of tab, which is called a decimal tab. And this helps us to line up numbers and decimal places. So I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.